Okay, my loves, welcome back to Simone C's. I am back with another energetic tap in, okay? And I am gonna go ahead and tap right on in because I guess this is also time sensitive, okay? This is definitely an ancestor, I can't say ancestor, I could say a crossover message, okay? Because I have someone who's in the void, who's in the in-between, and I've been getting a lot of downloads about people being afraid to cross over because they don't feel like their mission is filled. Their mission will be fulfilled, so they have to do something before they cross over. Okay, so whoever is in this person who's in the void and in the in-between wants people to know that whoever this is about, they ain't shit. Okay. So she also wants this person to know from the jump, you won, but you still failed, okay? That's her message to you, okay? Something could be about a wrongful conviction, okay? This is ancestors' messages here, wrongful conviction. Somebody was wronged in a situation. There could be a mistrial, okay? Or there needs to be a mistrial or something, okay? And the overall energy I've been getting is, it's been a lot of anxiety energy, right? But somebody is very concerned about what someone knows, okay? And this is this angel energy, okay? Get grounded, go outside, get some sun, okay? So this is about sacral chakra and root chakra energy, okay? Yeah, because I've seen something about somebody's chakras being blown out, okay? But I don't know. Somebody's very low vibrational, okay? Now, this is a crossover message, but it's also big deck energy, okay? They wanted me to get the big deck. I have my card, and this is how I knew it was big deck energy. But they wanted me to get my card. It was like, it's like being pushed. Please, like, it's like a cry. This is like a please kind of energy. Please get it. Please help. Okay? Please help kind of energy. Oh. Okay, somebody didn't overdose. There was something about an overdose, okay? This thing was a crime of passion from this person, okay? And I'm going to get into who this person is in a minute. Their jealousy sent them into a rage, okay? A crime of passion. Now, somebody could be on some type of a drug, because the energy that I got is, this is a masculine energy, okay? He's a king of wands, so he's a boss, but he's a king of wands on steroids, okay? Because I've been getting a lot of bodybuilder energy, okay? There's definitely something about getting a life insurance policy, okay, on somebody that they're dating, okay? And it's a lot, and they've been watching somebody, okay? Maybe since they were a child, okay? I don't know. We're gonna see though, okay? I've got fire sign energy, which is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, which could be in this King of Wands energy, okay? Aries energy has been coming up a lot. So if this person is not Aries, somebody could have an Aries moon, okay? This is Saturn in retrograde energy. So everything is happening right now, currently. This is current energy, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get into, I'm gonna ask who this person is in the in-between, in the void, who's saying that this person, this King of Wands, is a jealous piece of shit, okay? This grandma energy, I'm sorry for the profanity, but I'm getting a grandma energy today, okay? There's a grandmother energy that's also present. Sorry, my phone's dying, guys. April 25th could be significant. I'm also seeing August 26th. There's Virgo energy, so it could be Virgo, Leo, cusp energy. These could be signs in a person's chart, or this could be a person. August 26th. September 9th. skin condition. Okay. Someone could have a skin condition. Oh, la petite mort. So this person was strangled, okay? Asphyxiation, strangulation. And somebody could also be having a panic attack. March 22nd could be significant. With this crime of passion, that's where I'm getting panic attack. Somebody panicked and they attacked somebody. They strangled them, okay? This person has built a big karmic debt, okay? And I see mood swings, okay? Big swing, a big swing, attack, okay? It runs through the narrow tunnels formed by excadrill and onyx. It uses its sharp claws to catch prey. Oil salesman slick, okay? This is big deck energy. Jesus, I don't want to say this, but okay, this person could have been wearing a cashmere sweater with flowers, okay? It could have been a flight attendant, okay? Somebody could have been flying to the Netherlands, but I'm also getting a landfill, okay? Because I've been seeing a lot of landfill energy, so that's where they could be. This person could have had wavy hair, okay? But very pale skinned. Somebody in this situation could have had unhealthy habits, okay? And this is where it comes in, where I've been seeing a lot about people who use a person's past or a person's situation, their lifestyle. So let's say you met this person, okay, and they had a rough childhood, and something happens to happen to this person because maybe they have a very small support system. They have a lot of people. Maybe they burn a few bridges, and this is an excuse that somebody uses to get off on the crime because they use this person's livelihood or their past, or so it's like saying somebody had maybe commit suicide or something, and they could have been a suicidal in the past. This person could have had a troubled past, okay, but it was used against them. Okay, now I'm getting a Giovanni energy, so it's giving that Italian energy, okay? No disrespect to any of my Italians, okay? But the letter R could be significant, okay? Somebody could have had really perplexing eyes, okay? Pretty eyes. But it's like keeping one eye on a person. They always had their eyes on somebody. When in danger, it raises his ears and releases enough psychic power to grind a 10-ton truck into dust. So somebody could have like one of those scrap yards. It's like a scrapyard energy. Like I said, landfill. You know how they have they grind the cars? Now I'm seeing this, I'm seeing the energy where there's somebody's in a trunk. It's giving Goodfellas. Okay, hold on. Agility, okay? They will cooperate to steal eggs from the nests of bird Pokemon, but fights break out to determine which one gets to eat the eggs. So a lot of competitive energy, okay? So this could be a competitive person. Okay, somebody could have definitely received life insurance, or somebody's family, okay? This person who strangled her couldn't let go, okay? They went into, this is a crime of passion. And I've been seeing a lot about crime. I've been watching Matlock. And I've been seeing a lot about like crimes of passion. And crime of passion versus murder or homicide, okay? And a crime of passion is something that's not premeditated. It's not something that's thought out, because they talked about this one man who I was seeing that soldier who killed his wife. He shot her a lot of times, and they gave him 20 years with a crime of passion because it wasn't calculated. It was allegedly in the heat of the moment, okay? The heat of the moment kind of energy. So this person could have, I mean, there could have been some type of a case going on with this energy, because this spirit is pissed, okay? She was really mad, and I don't care how it sounds. I had to calm this person down so they could help me get this message, because she was knocking shit all over. She knocked my sage thing off. I know my shit is stable, okay? She knocked this shit over. Then she told me, okay? I was instructed to write this. But yeah, you could say that because I'm hearing all this. This person is big deck energy, right? They wanted me to get the big deck, but it's a big deck energy with button dick energy, okay? And the mop fell when I wrote this, okay? When I wrote this down, I'm like getting these downloads to write down. This person could be big ego, button dick energy, okay? I guess this is a new one, y'all, okay? And then I had to do emojis because it said you could hear a pin drop, shh, crickets. So this is what could have, and I know you've been in a situation where you're expecting so much more, right? And I've been seeing a lot of shrimp on my timeline, okay? You expect so much more with this person's ego and how they carry themselves, and you get down to it, and it's a, you know, wah, wah, wah. It's disappointing. No disrespect to whoever. This is the energy that this is giving. So I feel like this person could also be very sensitive, but they overcompensate, okay? And then they said something about having to skip leg day. This person had to skip leg day, okay? Fiat energy. Somebody could have had a fiat, okay? I heard the fiat car, okay? Somebody's car could have been set on fire, okay? This is what happened. That's why I'm seeing somebody in the trunk, okay? This flight attendant. Okay, so give me some more. 1225. So something could be about Christmas time, winter months, okay? So this person could have had a skin condition, and wavy hair, okay? But I was getting, because this is something about eczema as well. I was getting this because the asphyxiation, like when you're close to, you get these freckles, okay? And they call it la petite mort. It's like when you're that close to being croaking and you get those red spots on your face. So somebody could have had that, okay? Or something about this skin condition could be burning, okay? Yeah, somebody had brown eyes, because I was definitely hearing pretty brown eyes, animated eyes. And I said that, look, perplexing eyes. Somebody had really pretty eyes, okay? This is where a person could have blonde hair too. Very beautiful person, long hair. Again, a little bit more rebellious, but I'm getting this person was professional, because I've been getting a lot of professional but ghetto energy, and I don't think it's just ghetto in one nationality or race. There's ghetto Asians, there's ghetto white people, there are ghetto black people, there are ghetto, and the ghetto is a place. It's giving. You could be a hood. Somebody could say I'm ghetto. You know what I'm saying? Because how I talk or whatever, but the best of both worlds, like a balance with the street life and the professional life kind of energy, okay? With pregnant in reverse, this could have been something to do with a pregnancy, and I've been getting a lot of miscarriage energy, because last night Spirit, before I went to sleep, had me watch this thing on Facebook where there was this this man, and I don't know if he was a cop or not, but he was very well known, right? He was some type of a professional, and he went home one night and beat his wife up because he had a bad day. But this was already a habitual type of energy, okay? And he beat her up. The baby was in the room, their child was in the room, and they heard it. Now this is the show I'm talking, so this is in relation to what this man is like. King of Wands on steroids, okay? The Asmodeus on steroids is what I'm hearing. So he could literally be on steroids if he's like a bodybuilder or something, okay? But whatever you did is coming back to you, okay? You won, but you still failed. Anyway, this is, yeah, because you built a karmic debt, so you got to pay the piper at this point. Denial. This person could definitely be in denial about what's happened or denied what had happened, okay? When it comes to strangling this person, okay, because they couldn't let go, okay? This person, they said, is crazy, someone in love with a prostitute or escort or stripper. So this person could have been a mistress, okay, or something. Okay, yeah, scar energy. So somebody could have a scar on their face. Scarred, okay? I heard scarred for life, okay? Then I kept hearing Stan, okay? Something about I'm sorry, mama, I never meant to hurt you. So this person could also be a mama's boy. This person lives a double life, okay? And then it says, wrap me in some plastic and turn me loose, okay? But this person is definitely concerned about what someone knows when it comes to something, okay? Anything else you want more to know about yourself so they'll know who this is and what's going on? Get it. Exaggerated features. Blues. Something about the blues. Tribal. Somebody could be very tribal. I've been seeing a lot of Heyoka energy. Okay, somebody could have been Pacific Islander. Tribal. Tall. Somebody could have been very tall as well. Practitioner. Witch. Yep, this is a bodybuilder, okay? Somebody could have curly hair as well. Black coat, clothing, okay? Asian, Pacific Islander, okay? Brunette. Who is this? Black clothing. Asian. Brunette. This could be somebody else. Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna bind, block, and blind any other energies from coming through. Let's see, what type of energy was this person get? All tied up. They tied this person up, okay? With the door to value here. And sacral chakra, okay? It's giving escort energy. But maybe this person wasn't really in that energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? You really don't know a person. You only know what a person's telling you. Somebody could have said this person was a prostitute or, you know what I'm saying? Even if they were, like, you don't know what type of lifestyle this person had, you know? Somebody could have wore really pretty eye makeup. Somebody could have did makeup. They wore really pretty makeup, okay? First chakra, Archangel Michael is here, okay? Something about protecting somebody. Being protected by somebody of the higher ups, okay? This person could be protecting them. These are Archangel Michael and Archangel Uriel. Okay? First chakra and seventh chakra. But anyway, let me get back to who this is, okay? Somebody has anxiety, okay? Somebody is very stressed out. But let me get back to that show I was telling you about. Because the man, anyway, he was very abusive to his wife, and he had a child. And he was very controlling, okay? So controlling that he would blame her for everything. So he beat her up, then bought her flowers the next day. So it's very much giving Carlos and Lisa. He beat her up, bought her flowers the next day, and it happened to be sunflowers. Okay, so this is how I knew this was tying into the situation. Okay, she was mad and didn't want to accept the flowers because he does that shit every time. He always goes in, you know, once you get deep off in this situation with an abuser, they it's very difficult for them to stop, and you get, you know, it's mind control energy. They trick you into staying with them. Okay, yeah, this could be somebody's neighbor. They could live in a very upscale neighborhood. Okay, homeowners association energy as well. But anyway, I was getting I was concerned because one day the neighbors called the cops. Okay, that's what they're saying. Thank you, Spirit. The neighbors called the cops on them because they kept hearing them fighting, right? Well, when they got to the house, the wife was scared to say something to the police because he kept staring at her. So it was a good cop and it was a bad cop, okay? And I say the good cop was talking to her, and he was like kind of like blinked twice. So he noticed that every time he would ask the wife a question, she would stare at her husband because the husband was staring right at her, like giving her the death stare, right? The whole time the officer was talking to her. He turned around, he was like, every time I ask you a question, you stare at your husband. Do you realize you're doing that? But she was telling him that nothing was wrong. They just had an argument, da 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 da. She was lying for him, you know? And he got into the way of the husband's view so that she could talk to him or whatever. And she still didn't rat him out, but the good cop knew he was putting his hands on her. Well, the other cop who was talking to the husband was friends with the husband. Okay, so a lot of nervous energy. So somebody could have been very nervous, twiddling with that's kind of like a telltale sign too, like twiddling with the necklace. She could have been wearing a necklace because I've been seeing a lot about a necklace. He could have bought her a necklace, some earrings, some type of a jewelry she could have been wearing, okay? But fiddling with that necklace, like out of nervousness kind of energy, okay? And this could have been because he was staring right, it was like right in the thick of the conversation with them. But he was friends with the officer that was talking to him, and this is where the bad cop comes in, okay? So the good cop's talking to her, the bad cop's talking to him. They're good friends, you know? He knows what he's been doing to his wife, but he just tells him, okay, keep it down, you know? You know you could be arrested because she scratched his face, and the wife scratched the husband's face, and they could tell that they had been scuffling because he had injuries, but the wife didn't, okay? And but the cop was kind of like high-fiving him for what he's doing. And the reason I say this is a bad cop is because he does the same shit. So he's not judging this man, and he doesn't see anything wrong with what he's doing because he'll go home and do the same shit to his wife or his kids, okay? So that's why these two people are two of a kind. So the bad cop and the other this button dick guy is they're friends, okay? They do the same shit. So that's why it's high five, brother, okay? So anyway, let's get into it, Spirit. This person couldn't let this person go, and in that show, he woke her up out of her sleep after he had beat her up. He was drunk and had a gun to her neck, talking about, you know, of course I'm not gonna leave you if you're gonna blow my fucking neck off. What am I supposed to say? Okay, but this guy's a real piece of shit, is what I'm hearing, okay? Button dick energy. Yeah, this man was having an affair, okay? And that's why. Okay, they denied what they did to this person, okay? This could have taken place at a hotel or a motel where they met up with this person. This is where they were having an affair at. They meet up with this person at a motel, okay? Now I'm seeing blowing BMF when Lucille found the motel receipt in her husband's pocket when they went skating or whatever. So he would meet up with this girl at a motel and they were having an affair, okay? This could have been somebody, yeah, something about the tunnels, okay? And that's where it comes in when this person, okay, the tunnel. It runs through the narrow tunnels formed by excadrill. It uses sharp claws to catch prey. And I seen this knife, okay? I seen that knife energy too, okay? Yeah, somebody could have disappeared. So this could be somebody who, you know, maybe they didn't find the body. Something about mind control, okay? Something about inside the tunnel. There could have been a party, okay, inside a tunnel. Somebody meeting up. I'm seeing mountains, but these people be trying to run for the hills, okay? You can't hide from the light, like Lauryn Hill said. Yep, travel. Okay, somebody could have took them, abducted them, kidnapped them, and then strangled them. You see, strangulation is here twice, okay? This is what happened to this person. Hitchhiked. I'm hearing hitchhiked, okay? Here I'm seeing that tunnel with no water again. Okay, somebody could have been in a wooded area. It's not a wooded area. What is this? Legal proceedings. And you're not out of the woods yet, okay? You're not out of the woods, okay? Something about a legal proceeding, okay? This female, okay? Something about dismemberment. I heard you can take the body, but you can't take the soul. And I'm hearing, you won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. This female didn't trust their intuition, okay? When it came to meeting up with this person. I feel like this is like, I wouldn't hurt you. There's something about lies, okay? Trust your intuition when it comes to something. Somebody is a liar, a manipulator. Long neck, camel neck. I'm seeing a lot of camel energy. Marriage and wedding, okay? Somebody married this person. Could be getting ready to marry this person. I don't know what this is. This person's a group of people here, okay? It's a group of people with that cult energy who do the same shit. Like they're working together. This could be in the legal field. Like I said, he was friends with that cop, and that cop be doing the same shit. So he not gonna say shit. So that they all, you know, it's the same people who do the same shit, you know. Well, wolf pack kind of energy. I'm seeing somebody could smoke Camel cigarettes. I don't know, okay? What I say, landfill. This person could have sent this person to a landfill. So covering up evidence, this is where this body could be at. Yep, organized crime energy, okay? Alive energy, healing. Something is about not a gift. This marriage is not a gift or not a blessing. I'm not blessed. Okay? They're lying. Trash. This is because of lies, okay? Somebody felt deserted. Somebody feels So this person could travel and do things like this, you know what I'm saying? A lot. You could be married to this person, but you're together with this person, but you still feel alone kind of energy, because this person lies a lot. It's like somebody's not wanting to accept their gifts anymore. So this wife knows this person is manipulating. They could, like it was in the story, the wife knew this man was lying and that he was going to continue to do this, okay? And they stopped accepting gifts from this person. That's why, okay? So this could have been whoever somebody is who is in between. They stopped accepting gifts from this person because this person was married, okay? What is this? M-A-R-W-E. M-A-R-W-E. It's like scramble. Word search. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Marway, fire energy. Okay. What? A natural disaster. Missing. Somebody is missing. But they could have faked their death. What? Yeah, and got away. It's giving Joe. Okay, so now I'm seeing the Joe. So it's like buried in the woods. Left somebody for dead. Somebody was left for dead, but they got away. What? It's giving Joe when he buried that first girl, but she was still alive. Buried alive. Okay? Yes. Somebody could be walking away from a marriage, or they were walking away from this person. And with the hostilities here, this person was mad. Somebody was trying to walk away without any, with hostilities coming up in reverse, without any collateral damage, okay? Man holding a heart. So this person could have came to them as if they wanted to heal. And that's where I'm seeing this person being strangled when they met where they frequented on that movie, The Cellar, where they met when they frequented, so they could frequent this hotel energy. And it was giving also the Kathy Bates was in that Tyler Perry movie with the husband. With Sanaa Lathan was married to the husband. She was having an affair with the rich man. She ended up having that rich man's baby. Because in that thing, in that show last night, it's all adding up. In that show last night that I was led to watch, the officer was cheating on the wife and had an outside baby, and it was a son. And the wife found that wife followed the mistress, or she met the mistress and she met the son, and the son looked just like him. And she mentioned it to him, and after that, all hell broke loose because she was ready to leave him. She was leaving him. And he chased her. There was a car accident because he was chasing her. He was shooting at her. He shot the window out, and the baby was in the car. But he ended up getting arrested for it at the end of the day. So I don't know if this is a warning or this is what could have happened in the past, okay? Yeah, third chakra. Somebody needs to have confidence to walk away and not be scared. This is a man holding a heart energy, okay? Who's very lower vibrational, but they appear to be this person, okay? Underlying is button dick energy, okay? And this is like mind control energy, okay? They have the ability to influence, okay? But they're very deceitful, okay? Ooh. You see that? It's no balance, okay? Somebody could be unhappy and unhealed, okay? Or they appear to be this person, but they're unhealed. Somebody could have been tied up in this romance, okay? Thank you. So what is, let's see, spill tea. Past life echoes. Okay, past life echoes here. Friendships. Ulterior motives. So this is past energy, okay? The connection between you and someone is fading. It's like they want you to avoid a disaster. Who needs to know this? Okay? Overthinking, thoughts and emotions are tangled up, leading to overthinking. It's like head over heart energy, okay? Yeah, someone is about to confess. So again, okay, somebody was in their head a lot and wanting to bring this person flowers, okay? But it's like gaslighting energy with that mind control energy, okay? And trying to make this person feel like they're wrong when all along. So this person could be a serial cheater too, okay? Amongst other things. They could have a very big supportive circle, like I said, okay? Like they want to be praised because he made her beg him, okay? Quiet. Simple companionship brings you peace and satisfaction. So you have to be quiet, okay? Whoever these people are quiet around this person. They don't say shit, okay? They don't speak up, okay? You could be being your authentic self. They're saying you have support, okay? Get out of your head. You have support. Continue to be your authentic self in this situation. Show your true self courageously. So they want you to speak up. You're protected, okay? If you feel like you by yourself, you're protected, okay? But this person could also have a lot of people around them protecting them, okay? Yeah, a protective shell here. Someone is keeping their true emotions hidden for self-protection. So you could be being quiet with this snail energy, okay? Snail trail. Boundaries respected, because this person doesn't respect boundaries. It flew out in reverse, okay? They are in a big ego. They need an ego check. Interactions are forcing you to confront your own ego, okay? Unspoken tensions lurk beneath the surface. Yeah, it's a tug of war. It's a constant tug of war. This person could have a lot of multiple personalities as well, okay? Like I said, this is Asmodeus on steroids, literally, okay? There's going to be surprising revelations that's going to shift everybody's focus, and you see this person's being filmed, okay? So something could be on film. Somebody's going to catch this shit, okay? Something could be caught on tape as well. Recorded, okay? A bad influence, them being a bad influence is going to be on the news. It's going to be caught on tape, okay? You're not going to get away with it. Somehow, some way, it's going to be exposed, okay? Someone is having a negative influence on your life. Unexpected revelation. A shocking revelation will change your perspective. And this is that Pegasus energy again. So this is about that hacking energy, okay? Somebody's going to catch this piece of shit on tape. If it's not already. They're gonna be like report or something about a news reporter, okay, seeing them doing something or catching them in the act, okay, and they're not gonna be able to explain it, okay. Somebody could definitely be watching and keeping tabs, a close eye on your actions. Somebody could be watching you, waiting, like, ugh. Okay, you could be spreading positivity. 4014 was on the clock, so 414. Yeah, unexpressed inner desires, often hidden needs or emotions. They want you to keep radiating positive experience, positive energy. Okay, thank you. Yeah, there's going to be a public exposure. Private matters are going to be exposed because there's something on camera that somebody has, and they're going to expose it. And they're going to tell the real story about what happened, okay? This person be keeping up appearances and acting like everything is fine, and it's not, okay? The real story is about to come to light, though, okay? So let's get out of here. Let's get out of this energy. Yeah, it's going to be unexpected news. This is going to be unexpected to somebody, so sit tight. Adventure awaits, okay? Sit tight, because everybody's going to be getting a new perspective of this dipshit, okay? Let me get the big deck. Give me some more energy about who this person could be. How are they big deck energy? How are they managing? 6 of Wands, Judgment in reverse. Okay, it's like they are never judged because they are very publicly influenced. So they have a public influence. So it's like with 4141, it's like 55. Somebody could be 55 years old. It's like they have so much public influence that people, it's like they wouldn't do that. You wouldn't suspect it, okay? The Fool in reverse, but they took the wrong risk, okay? They went down the wrong path, I feel like, okay? It's because of their ego with the Strength energy. Leo energy, okay? And they're going to get publicly exposed for this. 5 of Wands, yep, there's a lot of conflict, okay? The path that they've taken has caused a lot of conflict, okay? And people are looking for this person. Something could be about fishing as well. He has a lot in his hands, okay? There's a lot of conflict. He has the hands and a little bit of everything, okay? Thank you, Spirit. King of Cups energy, okay? This person could be a King of Cups energy, okay? The King of Cups is like emotionally intelligent in the upright. That's what it appears to be, okay? The visions, okay? But the Lovers is in reverse. They have no love, okay? It's not love, it's ego. This is, what is it? It's like loveless energy. Because the King of Cups holds back how they feel, right? But their actions show it. You know. Whew. This person's real, like, good at hiding how they feel. But they're very, this King of Cups energy is giving me, like, I'll sit back and watch you and you're going to think it's okay and it's not. So they really are very calculated. So is it a crime of passion? Was it a crime of passion for real? Because it seems like this person was actually very calculated in how they were keeping tabs on this person. Okay? With the Page of Cups energy. Unapologetic as well. And this Papaya energy. Ooh, a lot of fish. Somebody could have a lot of children outside too, okay? This is sardines. It's giving me sardines. I don't know why I'm saying sardines. Okay, 7 of Cups. They had a lot of options, okay? They have a lot of choices. There could also be a lot of confusion because I've seen something about a DNA test to prove that the child was theirs. Okay. 5 of Swords. This person lied. Okay. 3 of Wands. They lie to get you to wait. Okay. They know how to use their words. Somebody's very conflicted though. They cause a lot of conflict. Yeah, with the King of Swords. Very intelligent. Very crafty. Okay. Something could be about a mustache, a very thick mustache. I've seen a lot of eye patches energy too. Okay, 10 of Wands. Somebody's got a lot of stresses and burdens, okay? Especially with finances, okay? Somebody could be overwhelmed with all that they have to do, all they have to manage, all they have to take care of. This is worldwide energy. Page of Wands. Something is about not having influence, okay? No longer having influence, no longer being able to lead to something. Page of Wands could also be a child energy, okay? Yeah, with the 3 of Cups, because this is a third-party situation with the Emperor. This person has a lot of women. He could have a lot of children as well that nobody knows about. But karma is here with the Wheel, okay? Karma is here. That's the message. I am going to go ahead and close this out. I send you guys love, peace, and light. And I will be back with another one.